ProJRE Production presents JPH Kala Gig Series. Tuesday morning before going to work at school, JPH Kala went for sports. Knowing that he has a productive week ahead of him, he started with a morning sport. After sports, he'll be acting on his weekly schedule, having to plan his services for students' customers, heading to school for work as an educator, and the education technology company for managing the student software. After school, JPH Kala went for sports. The sun was out, but he had his obey cap on. When the schedule of the day was completed, after attending class lessons to teach and the education software application processing, later on in the day, he went for a podcast, a business podcast. JPH Kala was having a business theme in the podcast studio, a Focus African branch topic, talking to African companies and plants in the organization, companies employing workers with textbooks, study certificate, talking to organizations and business services with plants in their business company. Every company have a skill, different kind of skills we find in many different companies. The plants in companies that bring about the nature of their goods and services have great labor for service in the African continent. JPH Kala was saying in the business podcast that customers who use products that serve them in their homes or workplaces have something in nature that creates a good conditional relationship between you and the product you are using daily and weekly in your environment. And the business podcast took about 2 hours long when him and the host of the show were live on air. Ended the business podcast by saying to the listeners, to be fruitful in their plant, hard work pays, and you will reap what you sow in a fruitful labor business plan. 100 years of experience, companies in their fields, in industries, is a good example of growing a successful plant in African countries, industries, in your organization and in your business plant. Your educational environment have to grow in a certain level and get goals of companies employing varsity degrees. ProJRE